Okay. 1.2k in queue. I am 1085. Oh, wrong thing. Also, I don't know how the volume's gonna work. It's acceptable. Okay. Welcome to movie night! There are no subtitles for it, unfortunately. Bruce Wall predicts doom!
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
And past events will only affect you in the past, but they may have an effect on your
The
future.
unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Can anyone hear the movie okay?
And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day.
In the
We are
future.
giving you all the evidence, based only on the secret testimony
Of the future,
miserable
people
souls
from the future.
who survived this terrifying ordeal.
Oh, good for
The
me. Okay, good.
incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friend.
And feed the
Can
hungry.
your heart stand the
But in the
shocking
future, we will not do
fact
that.
about
I'm trying to be
brave
is a little bit quiet.
robbers
Oh,
of outer
okay.
space?
Let's see if I can boost that. Anyway, I cannot. Shit. Maybe I can do this. Is that better? Empira! And names I can't read. It's fine. Okay. Is this okay now? Because I did boost it a little bit. Who was the guy that was talking about the future? I wonder how he's doing now. Harvey's dead. When did this movie become free domain? Probably in the 80s. Yeah, it's public domain. There's an in-color one that's not, though. And this isn't the one in color, so we're good. Probably dead, too. I know, but I want to know who he is.
All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die.
And there's a time to
Death
shit.
is always a shock to those left behind.
And a time to dig
It
holes.
is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning.
And a time to nut. And a time to have
Just
the child.
sundown,
And a time to
a
yeet
small
the child into their room.
gathered
And to
in
make them
silent
think about what
prayer
they've
around
done.
the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also the sundown of the old man's heart. For the shadows of grief.
Yep, that guy's
Out
dead,
of this
okay.
very reason.
Alright. We better get back to digging holes. There'll be a lot of people nutting if I get this done. How are you now?
The funeral over, the sad
You can't
group
say anything about that
left
right
the
now.
graveside.
For two reasons. One, it's a secret. And two, yeah. I'll make sure someone clips it too. Okay. Yep, time to go put him back in the hole then, I guess. They gonna do shit in the hole?
It was when the gravediggers
Oh,
started
okay,
their
okay.
task that strange things
I've been
began to
working
take
in the graveyard. Oh, the live long day.
15 to
Burmy,
4.
stop using Protect. I want your
Yep,
sweet,
right on
sweet
schedule. There's the old
experience.
San Fernando Valley out there now.
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
Right, Jeff. Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812.
There is no
Over.
cause for alarm.
Wouldn't surprise me any if he's asleep this time of the morning.
American Flight 812, this is Burbank Tower.
What is there no cause to be alarmed about? Over.
Okay, maybe I'll leave you up there for good. Over.
You got me that time, Mac. This is American Flight 812 requesting...
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over. Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Over.
Oh, God.
Holy mackerel.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble?
Trouble?
Well, we were.
Look for yourself.
One of these movies. Yeah, it's a bad sci-fi. It's bad sci-fi.
World.
That's nothing from this world.
Burbank Tower to American
They seem
Flight
pretty
812.
nonchalant
Are you in trouble?
for, like, someone who
Mayday,
just saw a
Mayday. Stand by,
UFO.
Burbank Tower.
You suppose a passenger saw it?
I doubt it. Most of them are asleep. But it was quite a jolt, Jeff.
If anyone saw it, we have to kill them.
Get it ready for landing. And keep it quiet until...
Yeah, the acting is so wooden. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Danny.
American Flight 812.
American Flight 812, we're gonna need a cleanup crew on this flight. Over. No, Burbank Tower to America. Whatever. All signs are weird. Quit wobbling the spaceship! I'm getting sick! I've been working in the graveyard.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did.
Don't like hearing noises, especially when ain't supposed to be any.
I don't like hearing noises at all. I know that feeling.
Maybe we're getting old.
Speak.
Whatever it
Stop
is, gone
speaking.
now. That's the best thing for us, too. Gone.
Yeah, let's go.
I wish there was subtitles. Now, I'd like to point out that in one shot it's daytime, and all of a sudden it's nighttime. Hi, Vampira. How you doing? God, you look like a cutout. Meanwhile, in a random American home. I think it's more smoke than nighttime. The background is completely black, as opposed to, like, daytime. It's not the smoke. Like, they went from an outdoor scene to a sound studio, and they didn't bother to make it look like daytime.
Became a tomb. A sweet memory of her joyous living.
In the future.
The sky to which she had once looked was now only a covering for her dead body.
In the past. I think they created the illusion of more smoke that it was... They were just cutting costs. Nah, they did that in the sound studio. Like, factually.
The ever-beautiful flowers she had planted, with her own hand,
If I sniff this,
became
can I get
nothing
high
more
from it?
than the lost roses of
Never
her
mind.
cheeks.
Oh god, I've been playing Night from Outer Space. What am I gonna do with my
Confused by
career
his
going
great
forward?
loss, the old man left that home, never to return again.
Or be seen again. Did he just scream when I was talking? Wee woo wee woo.
At the funeral of the old man, unknown to his mourners,
Wow.
his dead wife was watching.
Wow.
First his
That was
wife,
one hell of a...
me.
That was one hell of an orgy.
Tell me something.
Getting
I
highest
was
rat upon by old
buried
people in
the
this...
ground,
I
and
know.
he sealed in a crypt.
I've seen Reefer Madness,
Something to do
dude.
with
I know.
family tradition,
I know.
A superstition of some sort.
I would play that next, but, like,
getting
I don't want to
dark.
give
Let's be in our way.
anti-weed propaganda the time of day. If I can help it.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place,
Totally matched screams. A woman is screaming in the graveyard. Quick! To the car! What might it have we named the fuck? Yeah. This is all it exists for now, is memes. It's daytime again! Or like some weird, like,
minutes later, the police,
dusk.
led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
Who found them?
The man and girl.
Medical examiner been around yet?
What
Just
the
left.
fuck did you just say?
Volkswagen ought to be along most
Off
of
to
the
bed,
time.
night, cat.
Their statement.
Yeah, much as we could. They're
What does he
pretty
say?
scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector.
You take Josh?
Look around there, well.
It's pretty dark.
Josh?
Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlight from the patrol car.
Oh my god, I can't
I'm
understand
a
him.
big boy now, Johnny.
I need to work on my diction classes. Dictation? Is it dictation or diction? Enunciation. I can't think of the word. Is it dictation? And laughing, I'm sure characters. There was a guy laughing? Wait. Hang on. There was a guy laughing there? Yeah, that laugh was genuine.
And the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around there, well.
It's pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond
Back.
the range...
Oh, in the back. That guy?
See your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlight from the patrol car.
Okay, be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
No, the guy oh, okay. I mean, I think that was just, like, part of the scene. Maybe they just left with it. Oh. If I lift this up under my nose, I can pretend to be scary. Jeez, man, don't get cigarette ashes on the fucking corpses. You're gonna tamper with the evidence. Well, the people that have been bludgeoned to death, apparently, and not, like, stabbed or clawed. I'm put out my gun. Says I don't get jumped by vampire. I almost said Elvira. That's not who it is. Not who it is. Why did it get so dark out?
Oh, it looks like a bobcat tore into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally see the invisible claw marks.
Say, Lieutenant, did you get that funny odor?
How could I miss it?
It's probably the corpses.
Oh, that'll be the morgue.
There's
wagon
enough
now.
of them to fill up a morgue or something.
This
I don't know.
siren in the last hour.
Something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and lights. I stopped, but I didn't see anything.
Saw it on the news
Oh,
that we
well,
don't
whatever
get.
it is, the morning paper will carry the whole story.
You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this mood before.
I guess it's because I've never been in this mood before.
Something about your flight?
What's up, plate?
Yeah.
It was
What
wobbly wibbly. Pretty sure the creatures inside puked everywhere.
I saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah, it's
No, the kind from down there. Yes, you
It
stupid
was
kid.
shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it too. When it passed over, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Then I was.
We had to kill the passengers so they wouldn't talk about it.
Did you report it?
Yeah, radioed in immediately, and they said we'll keep it quiet until you land. And as soon as we landed, big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing.
Well, now you're gonna die because you just
Burns me up.
broke
These
it.
things have been seen for years. They hear. It's a fact. And the public ought to know about it.
Then
There must be something more you can do about it.
Only there isn't. Oh, but what's the use of making a fuss? But last night I saw a flying object that couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass. I can't even admit I saw the thing.
now they can't keep it under wraps, can they? Well, we gotta go kill more people, I guess. Oh. Ah! Is it gonna do anything, or just fly around like they're having a joyride? I must be seeing things. All this dead body smoke. I shouldn't be breathing this. Hello, door that's about to open. Called it. Blah! I hope a vampire doesn't come up from behind me and beat me in the skull. Boo! I don't know what voice to give her.
Sounds like Kay's in trouble.
Are you done yet? You fired 6 bullets.
But that apparition we saw had something to do with it. Come on.
Oh, no, he's dead too. Well, I guess I'm getting that promotion after all.
Is he dead? Yeah.
I was just taking a nap, it's fine.
Back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
Probably a heart attack.
Larry. One thing
Hey,
sure.
careful with that gun, you're gonna shoot yourself.
Murdered. And somebody's responsible. You're in charge now, Lieutenant. Yeah.
Congratulations on your promotion, sir.
Calton? Yes, sir? Get back up the car and gather radio.
Ding! My God! What is he doing with that gun?
How about the lab boys?
Who do you think we left back up the car? Boy Scouts? Come on, Lizzie.
Stop waving the gun around! God!
Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for another. It is always difficult to have.
Why does she not have a waist? I don't know. Ask Vampira.
Daniel Clay,
Probably anorexia. I don't know.
dear friend to me and to all of us. The bell has rung upon his great career. Now we lay him to rest.
So nice of the murderer to come by the funeral of the deceased.
So premature.
Daytime yet again.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard.
The military says that they were just birds flying south for the winter. But we know better.
A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police.
What are they gonna do? Fucking shoot it? Well, I'm having a hard time following this move. It keeps jumping all over the place. Yeah, same. I'm just kind of taking everything at face value, and that's the only thing keeping me sane. Wow. Look at all these brand deals they had.
There comes a time in each man's life when he can't even believe his own eyes.
Time to hit the sauce, or not. Okay, fine.
Saucer seen over Hollywood.
I thought he was going to drink more.
Flying saucers seen over Washington, D.C.
Flying saucers seen in your microwave. Oh wait, that's a plate. Never mind. Easily due to get through Endwalker.
The army
Yeah.
convoy moved into the field.
Here we see the Minnesota Police Department's about to face the alien invasion.
Were quickly set up. Colonel Tom Edwards in charge of saucer field activities. was to make the greatest decision of his career. He made that decision. Colonel Edwards gave the...
He sure made that decision. Pull! He made the decision, but everyone else under his had made the decision to miss. His platoon could not hit the broadside of a barn. But they would get better at this in the future. But this is the present, and therefore they are dealing with the ship. Am I in yet? No. No, I'm not. Thought I was in yet. Look at them. You can't even hit us. And miss me. Can't hit me. Bitch can't hit me.
Then as swiftly as they had come, they were gone. Even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighters.
They weren't that fast back in the day, let's be honest.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
My god, Weezing
Worried about them, sir?
has a
Well,
shit
they must have a
move
reason
pool
for
for
their
leveling
visits.
up. Oof.
Visits?
How about coughing?
Well, that would indicate visitors. The big gun's the usual way of welcoming visitors.
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh?
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people. People who died.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon.
And the IRS.
Like any fire,
They move pool.
any
Oof.
earthquake, any major disaster. Then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor. Officially.
That's a good TM move
off
pool.
again,
Ah,
sir.
okay.
What do they want? Where are they from?
Where did they come
Where are they
from?
going?
Got Nitro.
They, sir? Who? Well, this is a training maneuver, sir. We only did a little practice firing at the clouds.
Yeah. I wonder what their next
And you
move
missed
will
all the clouds, too. You're fired. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that a tit? Is that a
What will the
tit
next
with a
move
little
be?
nipple at the top?
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
Thank you for your air hug.
You have your report?
We had to pull in here to Space Station 7 for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
What plan?
Contact was...
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Ah, yes.
A terrible
Plan
plan
9
indeed.
deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal and pituitary glands of recent dead. Have you attempted any of this plan as yet?
Yes, Excellency.
How successful has it been?
We have risen too so far. We shall be just as successful on more.
The living, they have no suspicion of your movements?
We had to dispose of one policeman. However, none of those risen have been seen. At least not by anyone who still remains alive.
It's too bad it must be handled this way. But it must. Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
Yes, Excellency.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take our report this well.
Well, had he been
I
dealing
can
with
still
our own
hear
crews,
you,
the
you
action
know.
would have been completely different. He understands the difficulties of the Earth race.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
Twitter.
Well, as long as they can think, we'll have our problems. But those whom we're using cannot think. They are the dead, brought to a simulated life by our electrode guns. You know,
Cancel
it's an
culture.
interesting thing when you consider
Man?
the Earth
Man?
people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot, the dead. Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
Well, back to committing crimes against humanity. Oh, for a second I thought it was the same looping background. I mean, it was just multiple ships, but it looked like the same background in the same ship. They all look the same. Into formation. Alright, now get into penis formation. Let's make them giggle a little. Oh, is he home from work or leaving?
I still think you ought to go in town and stay with your mother until I get back.
This is our home, and nothing's going to take me from it.
Besides, my mother's an alcoholic.
Most men try and keep their wives from going home to Mama.
That's not the point.
That's all the point there's going to be. Now toddle off and fly your flying machine, darling. But if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell them to pick another house to buzz? Be careful. Don't worry about me.
Oh, you're the only thing I do worry about. Oh, forget about the flying saucers. They're up there.
Not for long, they're not.
Something in that cemetery. And that's too close for comfort.
The saucers are up there, and the cemetery's out there. But I'll be locked up in there.
And I'll be in our bedroom.
Now.
With nothing on.
Wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock your doors immediately?
I promise. Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me.
My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away.
Besides, it has your
Sometimes
scent.
in the night when it does get a little lonely, I reach over and touch it. Then it doesn't seem so lonely anymore.
Crazy.
We've got to get a cat. I bet it doesn't. She's cheating on him. Now she's dry humping the pillow.
You know I'm not leaving you here until you're locked safely inside.
All right, darling.
I married a woman with a fine ass. He's gonna die next, isn't he? Because he's still in the sound booth.
Especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
And be sure you keep the yard lights on.
She didn't lock it, dude. Yeah. How long has it been since this movie started? Why are we still here?
Already silent this trip, Jeff.
Hmm?
You haven't spoken 10 words since takeoff.
I guess I'm preoccupied, Danny.
We've got 33 passengers back there that have time to be preoccupied. Flying this flybird doesn't give you that opportunity.
Now I've spoken
I
15
guess
words.
you're right, Danny.
Now I've spoken 10 words.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong between you two.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Just that I'm worried she being there alone and those strange things flying over the house and those incidents in the graveyard these past few days. It's just got me worried.
Well, maybe they haven't figured out those crazy...
Are you talking about those flying saucers that everyone's been talking about that we're not supposed to talk about? Otherwise we'll be court-martialed?
If you're really that worried, Jeff, why don't you radio in and find out? Max should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
I've just been giving himself and me a study in silence.
You boys aren't feuding.
No, no, Edie, nothing like that.
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling it up in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque? Have you read that flight schedule, boy?
What about it?
We land in Albuquerque at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Well, I know a friend that'll help us.
Let's have the problem first. Huh, Danny?
Help you what?
I read about that cemetery business.
Help you
Trying
what?
to get you kids not to buy too near one of those things. We get there soon enough as it
Help
is.
you what?
He thought it'd be quiet and peaceful there.
No doubt about that. It's quiet, all right, like a tomb.
Who's directing this
I'm
film?
sorry, Jeff, that was a bad joke.
Oh, they're probably
That's
dead
what I
now.
came in here for.
That's
How's the
fine.
coffee situation?
That's for me.
It sure wouldn't hurt a thing, Edie.
Okay, be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to Mac.
Nah, not only she throw cold water on my Albuquerque plan, but now she's repeating herself. How about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast arose
I'm here!
the figure of the dead old man.
What the fuck is that? Hey, I bet. The fuck? Did they cut a bit of dialogue? I think they did. I think they did.
Hello? Who? Mac? Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right.
Look at so janky his
I
butt
just
hair really
fell
is.
asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right. Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling. Good night.
Now is the time to strike! He ran outside. Now he's walking. Oh yeah, that's the smart... Wow, that did not take her long at all. That did not take her long to get to that at all. Is that the same scene as before? Was that the same scene where he was like flipping his cape around? Stop staring at my waistline. Or my lack thereof. Oh god, it's a heartbeat! Hand's gonna come up. Hand's gonna come up. Friends! Friends! Oh, never mind. It's not a hand. It's a head. I may have gotten dirt in my ass. Ah. 10,000 years can give you such a pain in the ass. If you keep your face that way the entire movie, it's gonna stay that way. Was that scene necessary? Ah. Was this movie necessary? No. Holy hell, a woman!
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent! What's wrong?
You can tell that's dubbed. I ain't having none of this. I'm getting you in the car. We're getting out of here. The sound studio is showing up. That's normally a bad sign. Dude, you gotta start the car again. That's the fastest that thing's moved since this whole movie started. Mama will be so happy I saved a respectable lady. Yay. You failed, Nosferatu. Mary! It was daytime in Sound Studio 4. It looked like nighttime now. Oh my god, I think this is just the same scene over and it's just multiple shots of the same little scene. What's he doing? He's just standing there, menacingly. Alright. Walking in here through the graveyard while zombies come and try to walk and go.
They'll be at the hatch in a moment. You can open it now, Tanner.
Watch your stepper on that shocky thing. I think it's a Tesla coil. Yeah, watch your step around that thing, that'll kill you.
You can't tell us from anyone else.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Line! I have arrived!
It's tough to find something when you don't know what you're looking for.
I don't think the lieutenant does either.
Then what are we doing out here? I was off duty an hour ago.
Oh, don't ask me any questions.
I just like holding my gun like this.
What do you suppose that noise was?
Whatever it was, it's no more strange than the other things happening around this cemetery.
Spirits like old Farmer Calder talked about.
Well, maybe.
The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget,
Give me a sign.
I've seen them too. She didn't have anything on her breath.
She was hysterical.
Well, true, she was frightened and in a state of shock. But don't forget that.
Movie's halfway over and I'm only in like 22.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Guess that's why you're a detective lieutenant and I'm still a uniformed cop.
Sometimes it's only
That's why you can lift your hat, tilt your hat up with the barrel of your gun.
It sure was strange.
Know what it was?
No more than you do. Went for orders. I get out of here right now.
It was a saucer.
A flying saucer? What makes you say that?
Do you remember the noise?
Well, I
you
saw
heard
it.
tonight?
It was up there. It was a saucer.
How could I forget?
It's flying.
Exactly. But you're not remembering that sound.
There you're wrong, Lieutenant. I'm with the fact the sound is similar, but what about the blinding light?
Oh, haven't you heard? Been many times the saucer hasn't had a glow. Or a light of any kind, for that matter.
It's called a cloak, you fucking idiot.
What next, Lieutenant?
Oh, Lieutenant, maybe this doesn't mean much, but Jamie Mee found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
What?
Come on, man, out with it. We haven't got all day to wait.
What's my light again?
All right, show us the way.
You should keep your gun pointed forward. Towards anything that's in front of you, including a friendly.
It's been broken into, all right.
Strange. If someone had broken in, the dirt should be piled up here somewhere.
I'm Captain Morgan.
Looks like it's fallen into the grave.
Larry, you'll be out of that uniform before you know it.
Do we have
Larry, get off the Captain Morgan thing. That's my shtick.
No?
I'm a
This
detective.
spot looks familiar, though.
Only I'm allowed to do detective things.
Yeah, we shouldn't investigate any further without the permission of next of kin.
Let's go get it.
How? I see what you mean. The gravestone's down there.
Well, let's go down and find out whose grave it is.
How?
Let's go down there and find his next of kin, too.
Finding out.
Old puppeteer, a little okay from the next of kin to go searching for the rest of them.
Well, why do I always get hooked up with these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies. Oh, all right.
Get in there, you pussy. Yep, this is a grave.
Casket's here, but nobody's in it.
Can you read the name on the casket?
There's a name on the casket?
It's too dark. Give me a flashlight.
How about a match?
We sure could try it. Let me have them.
Okay.
It's Inspector Clay's grave, but he ain't in it.
Oh shit. We've got the inner workings of a necromancer on our midst.
Right, G2.
Bingo. Witchcraft. Oh, my
Yes,
game's
of course.
okay.
I'll keep in touch.
Let me
Come in, Colonel Edwards.
set
Close
this
the door.
back. Okay.
At ease, Colonel. Thank you, sir. Sit down.
Time to burn at the stake. It's not even just witchcraft, it's the bad kind of witchcraft.
I understand, Colonel, you've been on tap for many of our saucer attacks.
I'm in charge of field operations, sir.
You believe there are such things as flying saucers, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
You've seen them?
Yes, sir.
When?
You realize there's a government directive stating that there is no such thing as a flying saucer.
Yes, sir.
What about saucers that just happen to be flying through the air?
Saucers?
Well,
Like if you throw one. Saucer's a plate, by the way.
This could mean a court-martial.
You can be made to fly,
Admitting this against
or
direct
be sent
orders.
flying.
General Roberts, may I speak freely?
You may.
How could I hope to hold down my command if I didn't believe in what I saw and shot at?
The fact that we don't have a ship
Like you,
knocked down from the sky to investigate. That's
There
for one.
are flying saucers. There's no doubt they are in our skies. They've been there for some time.
What are we going to do about them?
Who knows?
Going to kill them.
Then they really are there.
I thought you were convinced of that.
I am.
We've had contact with them.
Contact? How?
Radio.
They speak our language?
Well, not quite. We received messages from their spaceships. For a while, it came in as just a lot of jumbled noise.
And now, sir?
Well, since they first tried contact with us by radio, we've developed a language computer. A machine that breaks down any language to our own.
General,
Oh shit, I'm in.
what's
Same.
this all got to do with me?
Well, you've been in charge of saucer field activity for a long while. I think it's about time you heard these recordings. You mind?
Why is he...
Mind? Huh, I'm anxious.
Was the big general guy just shitting on the little general guy just 'cause, like...
This is Eros, a space soldier from...
Because he believed in flying saucers and he's just talking about more flying saucer evidence? Like, okay, fine.
However,
You're just gonna casually throw that out and shit on him when you, in fact, have evidence of flying
you
saucers.
now understand that which I speak. Since the beginning of your time, we have been far beyond your planet. It is taken you centuries to even grasp what we developed eons of your years ago. Do you still believe it impossible we exist? You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race be so stupid? Permit me to set your mind at ease.
Stupid?
We do not want to conquer your planet, only save it. We could have destroyed it long ago if that had been our aim. Our principal purpose is friendly. I admit we have had to take certain means which you might refer to as criminal. But that is because of your big guns, which have destroyed some of our representatives. If you persist in denying us our landings, then we must only accept that you do not want us on friendly terms. We then have no alternative but to destroy you before you destroy us. With your ancient, juvenile minds, you have developed explosives too fast for your minds to conceive what you are doing. You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe. We are a part of that universe. This is our last...
That's the end of that one. Atmospheric conditions
Our
in
last...
space often interfere with
our last
transmitting.
flight.
How many of these recordings do you have, General?
An even dozen up to now. This was the last one. We received it over a month ago.
You think they mean business?
We can't afford to take any chances. Come over here.
We've been calling us stupid this whole time, so I think we should come up with a stupid plan.
Oh, a couple of times, a few years ago.
You're going to be there in the morning. Just a few minutes from Hollywood, in the town of San Fernando, reports have come in of saucers flying so low the exhaust knocked people to the ground. There have even been stated claims of saucer landings. Major Carlson will replace you while you're out there. You're the best man for the job of attempting to contact them.
You're also the only man for this
See
job.
what in hell it is they want.
Everyone else has been killed by the aliens.
These are confidential reports, Colonel. Read them over carefully on the plane. Turn them over to intelligence when you get to Los Angeles. They'll have further orders for disposition.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Now, where's these funny pages? There, hug. Away with you. I'm evil.
We are ready to report, Excellency.
You are many days late.
It was unavoidable. We tried to transmit via televisor, but atmospheric conditions made transmission impossible.
You should have transmitted as soon as conditions permitted.
I thought time was of the essence. Suspicion has fallen upon our movements. Our ships have been viewed near the point of operations.
And what has this added time gained, Eros?
We have successfully risen 3 of the dead ones.
Permit me to see one.
Bring in the big one. Use your small electrode gun.
I have taken 2 ships from your command.
But that will leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue your mission alone. I have need of your other ships elsewhere. Even though you have risen 3 of the Earth's dead, the plan is far from successful, and you, Eros, must prove it an operational success before more time, energy, ships, and your countrymen may be spent on it.
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not everything. You do not have the live Earth people.
How dare you, you fool!
You reported that your ship was viewed at the scene of your present operations.
That is correct.
They have been viewed many times, but not at the scene of operations. Something must be done about that.
Stop him, Tanner. He's close enough. Turn off your electrode gun. No! No! Stop him, Tanner!
I can't get it. It's jammed.
Stop him, you fool!
Drop the gun to the floor, Tanner.
The metal will break contact.
Oh, they cannot have a whole sentence just like ready, can they?
That was too close.
Yes. Bring the giant here that I may get a better look at him. Yes, she's a fine specimen. Are they all this powerful on planet Earth?
You say she?
This one is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other two like?
One is a woman, the other an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
Incredibly flamboyant. Almost rivals you in the evilness.
This gives me a plan. Put the big one away.
We'll call it Plan
Pick up
9.
your electrode gun. Make sure it's in working order before pointing it at him.
Whatever made it jam seems to have been cleared by the fall.
Take him back to the ship.
The old one must be sacrificed. Re-land on Earth. Send the old one to enter a dwelling. Then cut the electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray. The result will astound those watching. Astound them enough to delay their intention until you have gained your other recruits from the cemetery.
Yes, Excellency. It'll be done.
Report to me when this has been accomplished. Eros, the Earth people are getting closer to that which we fear. Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement and such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them on the capitals of the Earth. Let nothing stand in your way. Their own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
Back to the tent. We were.
Mr. Miss Strand, this is Colonel Edwards from Washington, D.C.
Good evening, Colonel.
Hello, Colonel.
Oh, she lived.
Colonel would like to
Okay.
ask you a few questions.
Questions?
Questions? What kind of questions? We don't answer questions.
Sit down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Please do.
I want to ask you about your strange experience the other night when you saw the flying saucer.
I want to ask how you got away from it.
After that, the police brought me home. I hope I never see such a sight again.
Well, after your description, I don't think I...
You'll have to see it one more time, I'm sure,
thing
before
more.
this night's over.
After you were forced to the ground by that blast of wind, was it a hot or cold blast?
It was room temperature.
It's kind of hard to explain. Wasn't hot, wasn't cold. It was just a terrific force. We couldn't get off the ground.
Room temperature,
The light
like I said.
blinded me so badly, I couldn't see a thing. We could
I
only
couldn't feel a thing
the
either.
of the wind until it was gone. When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance,
Which way?
toward the cemetery.
That way.
This is the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
And every word of it's true, too.
That's the fantastic part of it. Colonel, we found a lot of suspicious things out in that cemetery.
Fantastically
Again.
strange things.
Didn't find anything to base a fact or suspicion on. Hey, you hear anything?
Just some car horns honking in the distance.
You see anything out there, Kelvin?
Just a prank, bro.
Started stinking awful bad.
There's something out there.
Oh, I better cover up my breasticles. How long am I gonna stand around this sound studio for? I am the Count. I would like to count how many rounds you have left in your gun. Begin! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you want to count as well, I see. Oh shit, I fucked up. Fucked up my crafting. Fuck. What the fuck sound is that? Oh. Oh. Damn, I'm out of bullets.
What do you make of that?
She cut
Oh,
me.
there's a lot less.
Didn't look that way a minute ago.
What about your man?
Quality
excitement
down.
I
Sorry,
put
I'm
all
actually
out,
crafting now in 14, so like now the 14 segment's in.
He'll be all right in a few minutes.
Did you see that thing? Did you get it?
We got it.
What was it? It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't know what it was or what happened.
It won't count your bullets anymore, son. I
It's
promise.
all running now. Colonel, I've been out here so often you think I've taken a lease on this place.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what you mean. But you know, I can't help but feel the answer's out here somewhere.
Is the girl safe?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here alone? Not on your life.
Modern women.
Yeah, they've been that way all down through the
Women.
ages, especially in a spot like this.
Calvin. Yes, sir. Stay with Mrs. Trent.
All right, Lieutenant.
It's a sound
You
judgment,
stay close to
though.
the officer, honey.
Why would you want to be alone right now?
Now, the lieutenant knows best.
Well, I don't like it, but I guess there isn't much I can do about it.
Well, you could always drive this car into something when you see it.
You have a gun?
No.
You know how to use one?
After 4 years in the Marine Corps?
Yes, but it's really not going to do any good against those things. We've already determined that.
Never tell. Let's get going.
And again, maybe it would help better if they stopped hip firing.
Would expect to find out here.
Well, there's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent. We'll know when we find it.
Dave Chappelle's career.
Inspector Clay's grave's right over here.
Is that the one you told me was broken into?
Yes.
Hip firing forever. No, you can't kill an undead thing with hip fire. You gotta hit the head.
This it? Yeah. Looks to me like someone had broken out instead of in.
I figured that, but that's impossible.
I wonder.
Look, Colonel, some things just can't happen.
Yeah, well, after that...
Me not playing with my gun is one of those things.
I would say we should keep our minds open to anything.
Look, Colonel, I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts. But I guess I'll have to go along with you. You know, I'll bet my badge right now. We haven't seen the last of those weirdies.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be halted before they can inform others about us.
But there were others in the car.
They'll be taken too.
Those weirdies. I've never heard that as an insult before in my
I'll
life.
turn on the dictorobatary so we may converse with them.
I kind of want to use it now. But at the same time, I don't care to, because that would mean that this movie's existence is acknowledged outside of this particular stream. Don't be weirdy. Bruh. You know what I am in 14, right? I am the weirdy.
You know, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree.
One thing a policeman learns, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's that?
Another thing they learn is how to make your gun look like a penis.
Look.
Chickens aren't that weird, but the elephant is. I love the elephant. Shut the fuck up.
We'll investigate, but move carefully.
Oh my god. Dim. I'm pausing the movie. Hang on. Dim. You know what this recipe calls for? Oh shit. Hang on. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped. Or did it? And it's just not showing up. This stupid thing. Where is the game scene? Fuck. Oh, it moved. Great. Okay. So, why is that there but not here? Okay, whatever. I'm getting annoyed. Is it? Oh, it's because it's already captured by another. Okay. So that's not helping. That is. I need another game captured. I'm learning things about OBS I didn't think I would learn. Let's see. I wanted... Okay, I'll just use display capture. Why not? Switch to that one. You know what this recipe calls for? As long as left on the movie, it's 18 minutes. Some of that's credits, so probably even less than that. But this recipe calls for flatbread. And I have a lot of flatbread. This will be easy. Okay, back to this. I gotta reset the everything, because this is not properly set up. I don't think it should matter that much. Okay. Anyway, we're almost done. Ah! You and the flatbread. Me and the cheese. No!
A moment or two
Fucking
more,
tomato sauce. There we go.
and you will be the first live Earth people ever to enter a celestial ship.
Wow. Boy, how can anything that big hide for so long a time?
Never heard metal sound like that before. What do you see?
Only
Sounds
my
like
reflection.
tinking.
Must be some kind of one-way glass.
I wonder how you get into this thing. I'm not sure I want to find out.
They're just outside.
Let them in.
You can open the outer hatch now.
Look out! You going in that thing? That's what we're here for. I don't know. The way these things speed around, we might just get in there and off it goes.
That's a chance we take.
Well, I took a chance on those earlier airplanes. Might just as well see what the inside of one of these looks like. Got your guns ready?
I'll tell you one thing. If a little green man pops out of me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
Guess we could also always just shoot first, ask questions never, but like,
They're in the outer chamber now. Eros, do we have to kill them?
Can't we keep them, please?
Yes.
Seems such a waste.
Well, wouldn't it be better to kill a few now than, with their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe?
No, I want to keep them.
You're always right, Eros.
Of course. But those are not my words.
Of course, I am a man, apparently. Alright, you wise guys, what are you doing on our planet, raising our dead and killing our people? And then raising them again to kill more people.
As you command. For the moment.
No for the moment about it. You just do as I tell you.
You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do.
They would be of no use to you now.
They've been mighty useful before on flesh and blood. And you two
They're
look
not
like you've
flesh
got
and
a lot
blood.
of both.
True, they would be effective upon us. If you were to have the opportunity to use them.
Mister, if you don't get away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
Shall we talk now or wait? Your friends.
They're shut down.
What friend?
Those you left at the vehicle.
If you've done anything to Paula...
Take it easy, Mr. Trent. Oh, I assure you no harm has come to her. Would you like to see?
Next time you try
Very
that,
well.
I'll name at the board.
You're a headstrong young man. I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Go ahead, my friend, but move very carefully.
She's only fainted.
Only fainted.
I? A fiend? I am a soldier of our planet. I? A fiend? We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions. To talk. To ask
Raise your
aid.
dead, as is our
Our
custom.
Yes. Your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence. Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse to accept us.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because of death. Because
Death
all
that we
you
caused.
are idiots.
Now, you just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then your hand grenade. They began to kill your own people a few at a time. Then the bomb. Then a larger bomb. Many people are killed at one time. Then your scientists stumbled upon the atom bomb. Split the atom. Then the hydrogen bomb, where you actually explode the air itself. Now you can brings the total destruction of the entire universe served by our sun. The only explosion left is the solarmanite.
Why, there's no such thing.
Perhaps to you, but we've known it for centuries. Your scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others. But the juvenile minds which you possess will not comprehend its strength until it's too late.
You're way above our heads.
The solarmanite is a way to explode the actual...
I've been calling you idiots. Weren't you paying attention? There's a reason for that.
Even now, your scientists are working on a way to harness the sun's rays. The rays of sunlight are minute particles. Is it so far from your imagination they cannot do as I have suggested?
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom? Yet you can explode one. A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms.
So what if we do develop this solenoid bomb? We'd be even a stronger nation than now.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
Get
Get back here, you jerk! Let him finish. It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent, no use of the mind God gave you.
Stupid!
Use
Stupid!
of God? You also think it impossible that we too might think of God?
We're all
You,
Christians, apparently.
who wear the uniform of your country. You see, I wear the uniform of my country. Yes, we've had to use drastic means to get to you, but you left us no alternative. When you have the Solomonite, you have nothing. Nor does the universe.
You speak of Solomonite, but just what is it?
Take a can of your gasoline. Say, this can of gasoline is the sun. Now, you spread a thin line of it to a ball.
You should just tell everyone how to make this stupid bomb.
Gasoline represents the sunlight, the sun particles. Here we saturate the ball with the gasoline, the sunlight. Then we put a flame to the ball. The flame will speedily travel around the earth, back along the line of gasoline to the can, or the sun itself. It will explode this source and spread to every place that gasoline, our sunlight, touches. Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe. Explode the sunlight here, and a chain reaction will occur direct to the sun itself and to all the planets that sunlight touches.
And other suns.
Planet in the universe. This is why you must be stopped. This is why any means must be used to stop you. In a friendly manner, or as it seems, you want it.
He's mad.
Mad? Is it mad that you destroy other people to save yourselves? You have done this. Is it mad that one country must destroy another to save themselves? You have also done this. How then is it mad that one planet must destroy another who threatens the very existence?
That's enough! In my land, women are for advancing the race, not for fighting man's battle. Life is not so expansive on my planet. We don't cling to it like you do. Our entire aim is for the development of our planet.
Oh, God. I shouldn't have had that sauce. What? Are you reading?
What happened to you?
How come you're all alone? I asked for lots of help.
You sounded drunk or something on the radio.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'd never believe it.
Believe what?
It was horrible. And he almost broke my shoulder.
Look, what are you trying to say? If you don't make sense, we'll never get to the bottom of this. Now, who slugged you?
Inspector Clay.
What?
It was Clay, all right. Only not like we remembered him. Well, his grave was busted into, wasn't it?
Next, you'll tell me you saw skeletons.
We did, earlier.
Now I know you're off your rocker.
All of us saw it. The lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
Where's the lieutenant now?
We've got to find him. Mrs. Trenner's gone. I was left here to guard her. But Clay showed up and put me out of the running. And the second time tonight, and I'm getting darn tired of it.
Which way were they going?
Off that way.
Come on.
I have claimed this woman.
And then one day it could all be gone. One big puff of smoke and ball of fire. All that out there. The stars, the planets, all just an empty void.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
The police station.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand. Look out that window.
Jeff.
Jeff, there's a guy who's going with your wife.
She is unarmed, but he would kill in seconds if I so choose.
Holy cow!
You're telling me you didn't notice that behind you?
Look there.
Ah!
It's Clay, all right. There's no mistaking that.
And he's got
Almost
Mrs.
the upper
Trent.
skirt.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do any good. Clay is dead, and we buried him. How are we going to kill somebody that's already dead? Dead!
You kill him again! That's how, you
That other
idiot.
one earlier, I emptied a full clip into.
I'm seeing it. That's the only reason I'm listening to you. Look, I've got an idea. Hurt him or not, we've got to try something. I'm going to sneak up behind him and whop him over the head. That ought to make a move. Follow me. Even when Clay was alive, he couldn't run fast enough to catch me. So when he does, you grab Mrs. Trent and run like lightning in the opposite direction.
Oh, you think it'll work?
Know of anything else to try?
Oh, it worked. Okay, that's surprising.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Oh, you're already
Take care
up.
of the others.
Okay.
Your men have felled the big one. This could only happen because the electrode ray is off. He'll walk again when I turn it on.
Hold it. Right there. Suppose the lieutenant and the others are in that thing.
Well, supposing there are Martians or something in there.
Come on, let's go.
I'm taking you all down to the station. What good that'll do.
Get that door open. Colonel, I wouldn't know one switch from another.
Well, I said get it open. Figure it out.
Hold on to him, Eros. I'll have the ship in the air in a minute.
Uh-oh. Oh no, the sound stage is on fire.
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on fire.
Oh, he punched him so hard the ship exploded.
Oh, I wonder if that's the last we'll see of them, perhaps.
I like how the audio just gets randomly cut off.
Look!
Have they caught that woman? That thing yet?
Hey, that's right. There's another ghoul running loose.
And it's my guess that she'll look like him. With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control.
Or do they have
We
any
gotta hand it
flesh?
to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
my friend, you have seen this incident based on sworn.
What happened to the other cop? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
That it didn't happen. Perhaps on your way home, someone will pass you in the dark, and you will never know it, for they will be from outer space.
In the future.
Many scientists believe that another world
Hey
is
there.
watching us this moment. We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space. God help us in the future.
They certainly didn't help us in the past. Alright. This has been NBC News. Good night and good luck.